Wow, Mother Earth, you are so gorgeous. Yes, indeed. Wow. Good morning. It's Monday morning, and I've got a long morning. I decided to come up the canyon to be alone and to create my day and to exercise and to commune with Mother Earth. I could have very easily just stayed in my warm bed, but I put on my warm clothes. Thank you very much. Remember, taking care of your body in a warm way in the winter is really nice. Went to a consignment shop and bought some really fantastic clothes for the winter. But I wanted to share with you some things this morning as I've been creating my day. One of the most important principles that I've learned over the last few years for myself, my own practice, is to get up in the morning and to write my news stories. The past, where we live over there in the past, those stories are already written. It's the pain, it's the fears, it's the stories, it's the viruses, it's the disease, it's the fear. And part of being in the moment is learning to bless those experiences and to acknowledge them with kindness, compassion, and awareness. But one of the principles to really focus into the future that way, to the direction we want to go, to borrow from our good friends Esther and Jerry Hicks, to take the current of the stream and take it downstream and follow the flow of our own life, of our own ability to manifest and create and design our life. One of the things I do is I create my day and I write my news stories and I set my intentions for the future, and I find peace with the present as I straddle the past over here, and as I try to stay present and feel as good as I can. And sometimes that means by being in a space of fear or the old story, while leaning in the direction, catching the current of the stream, catching that current and heading towards my future. So I thought I'd walk with you today and show you some of the language that I'm using. My name is Alexander, and I am the Lord God of my being, and I'm the creator of my life. And today, I rise in this beautiful winter morning as the designer and architect of my life. It excites me to imagine my new company, Blush Your Virus, a keynote speaker, a therapist, a coach, presenting workshops, educating and inspiring and creating conversations. It excites me to imagine bolstering my income more and more each day. I am out making referrals and making contacts to share this message and this movement with the world. And in return, it excites me to imagine an income and a salary and insurance and benefits to pay for medications, to pay for food and exercise, and my ability to be healthy and vital. So be it. For my body, today, I've always known a perfect immune system. Never was there a time I knew anything other than this. It excites me to imagine shiny, happy T cells moving and vibrating at the electromagnetic frequency of the ultraviolet blue. Today, I am healthy, alive, and strong. I am in receivership, and I request and am in receivership for future leading edge technologies to strengthen and nurture and add to my immune system. I so appreciate this day, the antiretrovirals available to me that keep me alive. So be it. So that's a little idea of the language. If you want to learn more how to do this, feel free to contact me through the website blushyourvirus.com. In my private coaching and therapy, we can discuss these techniques and these practices in your own life and tailor them to your own needs. One of the last things I wanted to share with you, since we're coming up on World AIDS Day on December 1st. In preparation, I'll be a keynote speaker at Salt Lake Community College. And I went to see my doctor last week, and by definition, I'm no longer HIV positive. I have AIDS. And what that means by definition, is that in the history of my 9 years, my T cells, which are my helper cells the strength of my immune system. I had below 200 at one point in my 9 years with the virus. And so about 3.5 years ago, my T cells dropped to 180. And by definition, and according to the medical model, I have AIDS. AIDS! I have AIDS! Yes, I have AIDS! Woo! It's so great to have AIDS because I'm like the healthiest person in the world with AIDS. Like, what does that mean? But see, by vibration and by story and by the past, AIDS brings up all this stuff. But here in 2011, someone like me, who has a strong immune system at this current moment because I take antiretrovirals and I can afford these medications, and we need to get everyone on medications. We need to provide these resources to everybody on this planet who has HIV/AIDS. But because I can afford them, my immune system is strong. My T cells are high and normal. I actually, last time I checked, had 481 T cells. The time before that, it was like 675, whatever that means. These little wonderful T cells. And then my viral load, which is the virus or the HIV in my system and in my fluids, it's undetectable. It's still undetectable. So, this is my future. I'm like, whatever, I'm not taking this AIDS, whatever, this is just a definition. And so what I'm doing by vibration and by action in my life is I'm alive. And I'm up today and I'm creating my life. And I challenge each one of you to do the same. And as we prepare for December 1st this year, may we send thoughts of love and compassion to all of those who carry the virus and to all of those who carry all kinds of viruses. HPV, herpes, all those sexually transmitted ones. But what about cancer? What about lupus? What about Parkinson's? What about the broken heart? What about those who are lonely? All of these fit in. So join me at Salt Lake Community College on December 2nd for my keynote speech. Bless your virus.